So what happens when a town abandons a road?
Well, if you're Keene, New Hampshire, you shut it down and make it a nature walk. Today's objective, we'll be looking for an old man. We'll be looking for a geocache. We'll be looking for a fallen beaver. Oh, and with any luck, we'll find a rock star. We can say that Mother Nature is slowly taking this roadway back over. This road was first laid down in the 1700s, well, obviously not the paved part, and it was mid-60s when they abandoned it. They built Route 9, the brand new highway, right over this road. And if you glance over here, you can still see some of the original guardrail. Those posts, when they were first put in, there was no such thing as pressure-treated wood, so that's why they've rotted away. And as we go along, these posts were about 6 feet long, and half of that was buried into the ground. Then later, when more modern times came around, they switched over to cement. So you can see this triangular one over here. It's held up better than the wood has, but if you look at it, that's starting to fall apart too. Oh, and you may have noticed Miss Brandy's with us. She's back from her trip to France, and happy to be back out on the trails with us.
And over here is the bridge where Beaver Brook passes underneath the road. So there's one side. And double lines. And on the other side.
Oh no, not again. We had our fair share of these yesterday. Oh no! We did. Mount Bemis. Blowdown City. The no passing lines are quite evident up here. Alright ladies, stay on your own side of the road. As you can see, when this road was originally built, they had some serious work to do to break all that out of there to put the road through. And if you look right there, that's the old man we were looking for. See if I can draw it out for you a little bit. Water cascading down here, about 200 feet I've read. And it's, most of the time it's dry. That flows right into Beaver Brook. Found a geocache. Number 2 of what we were looking for today. So, we're gonna do what we do. We'll be right back.
Randy's first swim of the season.
Look, it's the vibrating stick. The water does have power. It went. We took this storm drain out, along with Brandy. What are you doing down there? But that's sitting there in the brook right now. Beaver Brook Canyon. It's donated to the city of Keene in 1969. Actually, this whole nature preserve area is a 26-acre preserve, and it goes along Beaver Brook, following along this old abandoned road, which is kind of cool. I mean, except for the occasional city bus that keeps driving by. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is actually a cool find. So, and we're not done yet. All right, to where I'm standing, there is a small little trail. It's steep and it's slippery. Just comes down here to my lovely wife.
Hi.
And to Beaver Brook. Oh, and to our third objective. There's the Fallen Beaver. Beaver Brook Falls. We've been out here a few times, so we'll check the old footage, see if we've got a shot of this where it's not flowing as much. That's a really pretty area. That was actually one of the scenic attractions when this used to be a road. Above the falls, we'll go up there in a minute. There's actually a pullover. There you go.
There's my honey over there. Crazy man.
I'm back on the road in the day. She continued to drive up. They had a pullover. Obviously to just watch the falls. And from the pullout, you would come back out onto the road course, once you get out here, the tire ends. The road does continue. So we're going to continue walking down on the grass. Yeah, it's pretty much just a trail now. We're going to keep following it, though, till we come up to where Route 9 cut it off. Rock on. We found ourselves the rock star in Keene, New Hampshire. But it's not what you think. What I'm talking about is this hole in this rock. It's in the shape of a star, hence rock star. The reason that is even in there is that's how they used to break all this rock out of the way back in the day. They would hold a 5-point piece of metal, a drill, here. Well, another guy came and hit that with a sledgehammer. There had to be some serious trust between these two people. Then they'd lift the drill, turn an 1/8 inch, put it down, boom, hit it again, and keep going all the way through till it was deep enough to get a wedge or a feather down in it, or even explosives in the day. You can still get a 5 drill star today. They're still available. There we go, the end of our journey. Now we gotta go across the highway and continue it to its end so that we get the whole thing. But as you can see, they laid the highway right across this road. I think they could have put a tunnel in or something, for God's sakes. All right, let's go over. And just like on the other side, they brought in all that fill to lay the new highway right across this one. And as you look down, this side is nasty compared to the other side, but it is still the original road. Apparently old roads just become storage too. This is what it looks like on the other side, not half as impressive. And the road ends over here at Route 10. Okay, we've come to the end of the road, but let's continue to follow Beaver Brook out to the dam. Okay, so this wetland that you're looking at is known as 3 Mile Swamp. Follow it up to the dam. This dam was built by the City Corps of Engineers in 1986 to help prevent the flooding of Keene. And the dam itself is capable of holding back 106 acres of floodwaters, which would come down and just flood Keene right out. It's pouring right here into good old Beaver Brook, flowing on down over the snowmobile bridge, and then continuing on down to the abandoned road. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's adventure from Keene, New Hampshire on the Beaver Brook Falls Nature Walk. We found all the objectives that we were looking for, and if you're into geocaching, there's a lot of trackable bugs and travel bugs in that cache. You should come down and stop moving some of them. But anyway, until our next adventure, the end.